Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Koji, and I'm playing Kai. Um, for the next match, I'm facing Akorao, who is a Leo player, and I'm looking forward to it. So thanks for having me. I'm happy that I got into this phase and have an opportunity to get a third place.
All right. So, what do you think about the matchup? You already talked about Akro. He plays Leo. So a very kind of close combat character. You play Kai, which is pressure set play character, can keep away as well. What do you think about the player matchup and the character matchup?
Well, the character matchup, I think it's. I mean, I'm not good with those, but I think Kai has a lot of tools to keep Leo away. So I think it's maybe favorable to Kai a little bit. But then it's all about where the fight is going to happen. Is it mainly going to be long distance? Is it going to be close combat? Because in close combat, Leo has an edge, I think, over every character. And I think it's a little bit like Elfed. So it's about my ability to escape from set play. Because one hit can cost like from any place on the screen in the right setup like more than 50% of life. So it's doing DP and being baited. It's not maybe you can't just mash buttons. You need to know where to press the button. Leo has a lot of frame traps, so I think it's going to be about my ability to keep him away and mix him up, and then not get too impatient in blocking. Just block and FD a lot. So on the character side, I think it's going to be about my ability to keep that distance and his ability to get in. And then if he's in, he's going to have advantage. If we're in the mid range or long range, then I'm going to have advantage. And in terms of players, I think Akaral is more skillful. He's a better guilty player, I think, overall, with just knowing different techniques and having techniques to bait burst and little things like that. But I'm not. That doesn't mean that I think I'm gonna lose. I will try to do my best, but I think he's better on the core guilty kind of techniques. I'm an unusual kind of player, and I've been told many times that you shouldn't play Kai like this, or you shouldn't play guilty like this. And in this madness, there is some logic, and I'm just becoming better at executing what I want to do. There's many holes in what I want to do, but I'm getting better. So I think last time we played, I would say I didn't have much chance. I was trying to win the game. But then lately, still a few weeks ago we played, and I did a little better just because I think I'm playing a little better just from playing guilty more, more regularly in tournaments. So in terms of a player, I think he's a better player, but if I can execute my strategy, we can be even, in some cases.
Okay, so pretty much character and player matchup kind of balance each other out. You said it's gonna be a close one. What do you think will be the final score? I guess it sounds like 10-9, but maybe you're more confident.
Nah, not really. So again, we didn't play for a while. So I think I am better in being more maybe awake during the game. So I'm not getting into setups that are like 2-3 different things executed one after another. My brain used to switch. Okay, that's what I'm doing, and I did like 2-3 things at one after another. But lately, I'm playing like just one move and see what happens. Just take it to maybe half of what you were trying to do and see what happens. So we didn't play recently, so I think that will help me maybe not panic when being rushed down, and then when attacking, not kind of create the like too obvious schemes of attack. So I can keep him guessing. We'll see. That's the plan, anyway.
I guess you can also well, you probably checked last week's semifinals where he played against Q's, where it's kind of the same playstyle with Alpha at the 8th, they go in, or just Q's also took out the speed from the match, so everything went kind of Q's pace. Yeah, I guess it's gonna
it's hard to compare. You know, I think it's hard to call the score because depending on, you know, with Leo things can go very fast. So if he baits me out, or there's going to be a couple of rounds when he hits a good sequence of Oki, you know, he can win games quickly. And with me, that depends. So I guess it could also be, you know, I'm going to try to win, and I think if my plan is going to work, and if I play well on that day, I think it's going to be a close game. But you know, maybe I'll take it 10-9 or 10-8 if I would win, or maybe the other way around. But there's also a scenario where, you know, it's like 10-1 or 10-3 to either me or him. Depends of, you know, how the match is, because I think we're going to play very fast.
All right. So, well, we also have our grand finals coming up March 20th. It's gonna be Q's versus Psychedelic Pet, still our season 1 champion. What do you think? Who's gonna take it all?
Well, if I bet my house on it, it will be on Pet. Because I saw the last game. I mean, the last time they played, I think it was some tournament. And I've listened to Psychedelic Pet's interview, and he was quite confident. So I think Pat can put a lot of pressure on another player, and it doesn't really matter if you play Elvet or Chip, or it's all about you being scared of doing things. And I think Hughes is a very, very good player, but if I were to pick his weakness, it's defending. He just doesn't want to defend. He just prefers to mush. Like his first go-to, I think, would be just to mush, and then if it doesn't work, then he'll start blocking, and then not for too long, because then he's getting impatient. That's kind of maybe that's not correct, but that's kind of how I'm seeing it, because, you know, I would expect the level of attack that he's executing when I'm defending. The moment I take advantage, I'm not seeing the same high level of defense. I mean, it is working, but it's just there's some contrast between his attack and his defense. But, you know, he's one of the best players, and he's best alpha player in Europe, and he is out there in top 3, I think, top best players in Europe. So if he maybe worked more on his defense, but that's up to him being in defensive situations, right? About people pressuring him, then he can become even better, I think.
All right.
But I think still that Psychedelic Pet is going to take. Not yet.
Okay. Okay, so Pet on his way to second championship, possibly. Thank you very much for the analysis, and then I wish you good luck in your third place match against Akerol.
Thanks. I'll hope to give everyone a good show.